Alright guys, welcome back. I want to do a simplified short version of the last video. In the last video we read this out of the 1893 World's Fair book. It says, "Then the soft sweet melody of Strauss's familiar Bleu Danube came from Susov's orchestra, and Electra sought music for a partner in the dance." What they're talking about is a magnificent light show that was synced up with the orchestra playing their music. So as the orchestra got louder, the lights got brighter. You get the idea. Remember, this is in 1893, okay? So let me show you a video real quick, a modern video. And this is plasma being introduced to a Tesla coil. So remember in yesterday's video, they didn't talk about bulbs, they talked about incandescent drops, right? And that's what he's holding in his hand, basically, right? An incandescent drop. A little sealed vial of plasma.
Let's increase the voltage around my fingers to tens of thousands of volts and watch what happens. There we go. Whoa, it's lighting up. Look at it go. Look how bright it is in my fingers. So it's not burning me at all. This is completely a ball of helium plasma. So helium gives this characteristic pinkish glow. Let's see what the other noble gases look like. Here's a tube of neon. Look how cool that looks.
There's your sunset.
So this is the same gas that's in neon signs. Now the argon gives that pretty purplish color.
Here's your blue sky.
And then this one is krypton.
Here's your moon.
Similar in color, but a little more bluish. And then this last one is xenon. So how did I get the voltage around my fingers to be tens of thousands of volts? I have my mini Tesla coil here.
Aha! So we also have a Tesla coil at the 1893 World's Fair. Let me show you that picture real quick. By this time, he had already sold the rights to it to Westinghouse Electric. Oh, I'm sorry, let me turn this off. Let's go back to that picture. But you can see right here, this is from the book, Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company Tesla Polyphase System. And it's right on display for everybody to see. So, a Tesla coil is one way to excite the ions in the plasma to get it to glow. But this can be done other ways as well. And one way it can be done is through sound, right? Putting sound through certain structures so that it reverberates, vibrates, and oscillates. Let's read this real quick. "The vibrating motion of the atoms causes the cloud of electrons to oscillate, and this oscillation generates electromagnetic radiation." So with the right architecture, the right physical structure, and the right sound, and the right knowledge, you can achieve the same effect that you saw with that little Tesla coil and the bits of plasma, right? So that is how they were able to sync up the light show to the orchestra. And what else is interesting is notice how it says, as the orchestra started to play, Electra sought music for a partner in the dance. They're talking about the ethereal electromagnetic energy of our Earth, and they're personifying it under the goddess Electra, right? Now, to finish this up real quick, let me show you one last thing. So remember, that little droplet you just watched? This is footage from the fair, okay? So with a combination of Tesla's technology, architecture, and sound, that is how all these lights were lit. No wires. These are prismatic glass and little incandescent drops of plasma. So this type of architecture with the domes and the columns, the old world architecture, would allow sound to reverberate and oscillate, creating electromagnetic energy. That electromagnetic energy is what causes the plasma to become excited and to incandesce, to light up, to become bright, like you're seeing on your screen. Absolutely incredible, right? Alright, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, the goddess Electra represents that electromagnetic energy that exists everywhere all the time. That was tapped into by people like Tesla and others and people in the past, especially in the old world. And I'll leave you with this. This old world architecture is often paired with organs, right? So here's St. Stephen's Cathedral. Look at that organ. Check that one out. You can see all the domes and all the inlaid recesses, right? This is for the oscillation and reverberation of the sound. So when they would use the organ, it would excite all of that plasma, and they could generate electricity. Well, not electricity. They could generate power and light using sound. That is how they would do it. And the word organ itself is a dead giveaway, because these devices, these organs, were the lifeblood of the old world energy system. Sounds kind of crazy, but once you look into it, it really isn't. In the last video, there are some links to longer documentaries where you can study this sort of stuff. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there. And think about it. These are all in cathedrals, and the root word of cathedral being cath, right? Like a cathode. You know what I mean? Very interesting. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.